What's up, everybody? Good morning. I think I need some coffee. It'd be a good idea to drink coffee. Well, I wanted to do a 3-card spread for all the signs. It's what you want, what they want, and where the relationship is heading. And I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people in here or not. I don't really care. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Michaela. Oh, geez, Sue, you probably need some sleep. What's sleep? I don't think I've had sleep since 2008 when my son was born. Maybe not even then, I don't know. Well, since the first sign I saw was Libra, we'll start with the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do they want from Gemini? What does Gemini want? What does their person want? And where the relationship is going. It looks like they want you to make a decision. But this person might have some addictions, or maybe there's just some toxic energy surrounding whoever you're messing with, Gemini, where you might need to defend yourself. I feel like some of you guys are walking away from this person because you're like, I don't know if I should stay or go. I feel like some of you guys are walking away because this person has a pretty rough addiction, or there's some toxic energy here. Maybe you're walking away from the toxic energy. You're going to take some patience. You're going to need to balance some shit out. Hi, Lisa. And the mental state of this other person, or maybe you, is not the greatest. Because this isn't... Somebody wants to be single. Somebody doesn't want to talk about how they feel. Because there was a blowout. Ooh, this is that bad lighting, but that's the Tower card. So something happened. Some shit fell apart. Probably needed to, if it did, because there could have been another person involved. But I feel like this is more you figuring out which direction you want to go. Because you're like, I could go here, or I could go there. You know what I mean? But I feel like you want to make a decision, or maybe this other person wants you to make a decision, like final, like, what do you want? What's going to make you happy? But you're not really saying. I think that you want things to be evened out. You could be, and I think you know what makes you happy. There's something that you're not really talking about, and it probably has to do with feelings. So for what you want, you have the King of Air. What do you want? You want a plan, a decision. You want this person to kind of stand up and be this like authoritative figure where they actually have a plan, they actually make a decision, they actually do something. But what they want is all about them. They want to be single. They want to be independent. They want to do shit their own way because they're like only thinking about themselves, or maybe they're trying to get their money together, but it's all about like them. All eyes on me. And I feel like you know this. And so you're just like, well, the relationship's not going to go. It's going to end. It's going to be a heartbreak situation here because there's some kind of loss. There was some kind of decision that was made. I feel like you guys aren't deciding to deal with this anymore. If this person will act like they want to be single, then we'll be single then, you know, because what else is new? You know, you want things to be equal. It's like you don't want it to be one-sided. So for Libra, what does Libra want? What does this other person want? And where the relationship is heading? Some of you guys are in a marriage. Some of you guys have been enlightened about a marriage. You're trying to balance some things out. I think that you're trying to balance yourself out because you're not really sure how you feel. I think that, or maybe you're unsure of how they feel. So it leaves you guys both in this energy of, we don't know. And you're not really talking about it, even though you're going to be enlightened or you are. Because there again, the Tower. And I think that maybe there were some things that needed to go as well. You know, somebody that you're really comfortable around, someone that you know, see as a wish fulfillment, somebody you are their wish, but they're not telling you, you're not telling them. I just see a level of disconnect. And it's like you want to be this person's friend. You think that maybe you've been a little too supportive of them and another person for too long. That's why you don't really know what you want, because what the fuck did they want? You know what I mean? Another person or you? Because it's like, it's a little too friendly energy. I feel like someone's going through a transformation. Someone is kind of letting some old shit go. Maybe they're not going to be the same person who is dealing with a bunch of people. But I feel like they definitely want to be your friend. Some of you guys are dealing with a water sign who doesn't talk about their feelings. But you make them really happy. I think that you guys moved on from someone. Maybe you're moving on from this third-party energy. Someone pulled back their emotions completely, especially from this third party, because of this transformation. So I feel like you got to clear your headspace a little bit. Some of you guys are dealing with the air sign who's all in their feelings. Could be a fire sign who's all in their head. But I feel like it's like balancing shit out, figuring out what it is that you want. Because there was some deception here. There were some things that, you know, there's some way that somebody thinks this could be your own way of thinking, like you're thinking the worst when maybe it's not, you know, because there is soulmate energy here, but there's still some loss and regret from the past that someone needs to forgive, someone needs to let go of. But I feel like you guys are kind of cutting the corners. You don't want to deal with this drama anymore if there's going to be other people involved, because you know what you want and you're not afraid to walk away to go get it. So for what you want, I mean, shit, can we be happy? 10 of Cups. Can we have total love and support? Can we just be happy? You know, smile. Like, you just want to be happy. And what they want is, I think they need to balance themselves out. They need to have more self-control and moderation for whatever the fuck they got going on. And I think that they're doing that. But it's like, you're going to need to have some patience, or it's really about patience. Do you want to wait for this to happen? Because you know you're happy with this person, but at the same time, like, how long are we going to do this? You know, because there was some heartbreak here. There was somebody who walked away. Someone got their heart broken in this situation. And I think it was just because there was so much going on. Hi, Naomi. Where the relationship is going, the 6 of Fire. So there is victory in the situation, but I feel like you guys do need to move away from the negative energy, the petty people that are involved, the outside people, the drama. When you move away from that, you let go of some old shit. Definitely, I see some forgiveness here, especially if there's a heartbreak. There's going to be a victory in the situation, you know, and you could be really happy, but it's like, how long do you have to wait for this type of shit, you know, because this person acts like they want to be single and they are all about themselves. So do you take another love offer? But at the end of the day, it's like, you want this relationship with this person. Because they are your soulmate. And you see, like, there was a good partnership. There is a good partnership. Aquarius, not talking about something. Shocker. You guys are like, you don't want to lose something, but you're not really trying to change the situation either. Some of you guys are dealing with a soulmate. Some of you guys want somebody came back into your life. But you just like, you're still not really making a decision about what it is that you truly want, what it is that's going to make you happy. I feel like you're kind of people pleasing a little bit because you're not really saying your decision, but this person's coming back, but you're like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like you guys both need to kind of balance some shit out and compromise because, you know, there's passion here. And, you know, some of you guys are dealing with your soulmate that does genuinely make you happy or vice versa. But you're being enlightened about something. You found out the truth about something. You guys are going to need to have patience too. But I feel like you guys are trying to balance yourselves out. You're trying to figure out, like, you know, you're kind of watching it a little bit. I feel like you're being really cautious about, you know, who you're involving yourself with, who you're around, who kind of knows your business, because you guys do want to take this leap of faith into something new, but I don't know if it's with the person that came back. I feel like there's more victory in you making the decision to move forward in your life. Some of you guys, it might have something to do with a job, but I feel like there's just like there's a new love here. There's kind of like, you know, maybe you're messaging someone or maybe someone's messaging you and you're kind of curious, you know, but for what you want, you have the Three of Earth. So I feel like you want to work with somebody the same way they work with you. You want to put the time into the right things. You want this to be a team effort, you know, both of you guys coming together and kind of fixing some things and putting the time into this. What they want is for you to have a conversation, maybe, because I don't think you guys are really saying what you truly feel, what you truly want. And they're like, they don't know at all. And it's like having the clarity. This person needs the clarity about what the fuck you're trying to do, because where this relationship is heading is the Nine of Water. So it's like a wish come true. Someone you could be comfortable around, someone you could be happy with, someone you can have, you know, these good times together, but they don't know how you feel or that you even are thinking about this or want this. Nothing. Some of you guys are working a lot. You're putting some time into something. Maybe if it's an old situation you want to put the time into, maybe this other person does. A lot of involving work. Some of you guys might be dealing with the earth sign where you notice something, you kind of caught on to something and you're like not really saying much about it, but you do know what's up with the situation. And I feel like you feel like they're keeping something from you or vice versa. But at the same time, it's about making the decision for your life, because I feel like some of you guys are missing something. You're not seeing something that's right in front of your face. Or maybe they're not, whoever. Maybe it's a fire sign who isn't really seeing or didn't see you for what you were. So you're kind of guarded now. You're like, well, I've kind of been hit with a few shells. Now I walk with a limp. You know what I mean? But I'm cool and I'm chilling, and you have the shiny thing in front of you. So you're like, kind of intrigued a little bit, because when it comes to an equal give and take, it is going to require you guys to try something new, kind of taking this like leap of faith into something new, whether it's with the same person or not, pick your poison. But it is really about evening some shit out, especially if it's with a Libra, because there is a love offer here that could be really stable, but you guys need to let some old shit go first. Some of you might be an ex. You just need to cut the bullshit out because you know what's up, I think. And, this person that wants to come back in, like they want to have this conversation, because I do think that they're, you know, there's soulmate energy, but this is like you carrying this burden with this person and you're not really talking about how you feel. I feel like you guys are kind of cold. You're kind of like, I'm not going to tell you how I feel because I'm stressed out right now and I got some shit going on. Okay. I'll talk about it later. But at the same time, there's new things here, you know, and maybe a baby, but it's growth and expansion. But I don't know where my chat went. But I feel like you guys are more focused on yourselves right now, like figuring out what it is that's going to fulfill you, make you happy. And I think that some of you guys do need to gain some level of independence, whether it's from a person or whether it's in general, because someone left a situation that needed to be released so you can kind of invest in the right things. I think you're kind of being careful about what you're investing in these days because you just want to be happy. And you kind of need to make a decision about what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? It might be a compromise, might be just making that decision because there's a cycle here that needs to end out with somebody, or maybe it's about starting a new one. But you do need to have a conversation about what truly makes you happy. All I've done is air signs, and I'm going on fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sag. There's some kind of standstill right now, I think, Aries, with what truly makes you happy. And there's still kind of like, you're trying to figure it out. And if it's an air sign, they're trying to figure it out, but they're trying to figure it out on their own. They're like, they pulled back because things were taking forever and they didn't really know why things weren't moving. But I think that there was something that you guys needed to learn, something that is keeping it stagnant. I think that there is more about investing time into this. This person kind of wants to know if this is what you want to do, but they pulled back because you weren't investing time. And I think that's all they really wanted. Because I think that you guys, you know, want to send this message, you want to tell this person you want to have this new beginning, but at the same time they're kind of pulling back, or you are, so it's just a level of confusion around what y'all really want to do. And I think that has a lot to do with communication, because it's like you're not really taking any action, but it's like, you know, I think, you know, if you trust in your intuition about this, you need to trust yourself, and maybe that does involve not really taking any action on this right now. So Two of Earth, balancing things or juggling, multitasking, lots of choices, weighing multiple options, Aries. Holding back how you really feel, but trying to be stable at the same time. I think you're holding on to something, or they're holding on to you, because it feels like it's stable. So you're not really like trying to let it go because it is a stable situation. But at the same time, you haven't really made up your mind like completely. You're still kind of like, bing, you know, I don't know. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. But y'all ain't doing shit right now. Anyways, what you want, messenger of air. If you're dealing with an air sign, or you're dealing with someone with air sign qualities, you want them to change how they think about things, because how they think about things and how you think about things doesn't work out very well. It's like, ow. Is it them that needs to change how they think, or is it you? Or do you both collectively need to change how you think about things? Because obviously, maybe you're on different pages, and maybe that's where you need to just kind of agree to disagree on some shit, call it a day if you want to deal with them. You want to have a conversation, but I feel like you're afraid of hurting their feelings about how, if you were to say how you truly feel to this person, even though you're not leaving, I don't see you guys leaving the situation. If you were to truly say how you felt, I don't think it'd be a good situation. What they want, the Fool card. They want you to take this leap of faith. They want you to try this in a new way. They want to have some like fresh hope in this, like have this new beginning. They want you to, you know, make that decision to try this in a new way, to try something new. But you're stubborn as fuck. And I think that your mind's already made up, to be honest, and it's not going to be easy to sway you. You know what they want, but I don't think it's changing how you're thinking about it. You're kind of still, you want what you want, and you're going to do what you want. Where the relationship is heading, 7 of Water. I don't think that you guys fully want to commit to one person. I think that you have commitment issues because of some past issues. Maybe it's just trust issues. Maybe it's about figuring out what it is that you want. Maybe this other person has more than one option and they don't really know what to choose. But it's about putting the time and the effort and the love into the right thing, because of course there's going to be a lot of options. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you were to make that honest decision, instead of being stuck in your head about it, keeping yourself stuck in your head about this, you're going to be always juggling. I don't know. Maybe you're just a juggling motherfucker. But I mean, at the end of the day, maybe you just don't know what you want. I think that's really what it comes down to. You know that this person wants to try this with you. This person like wants to like make this shit work, but you don't know what you want. Because you have a lot of things, and maybe it's not just people, maybe it's just a lot of things going on in general, and you're not really sure where to invest the time and energy either. So you're kind of stuck in your head about it, but you're keeping yourself stuck in your head about it because y'all aren't dumb. You know what you want. Just saying. I just don't think you want to make the choice. Because you don't really talk about your feelings, okay? Maybe you chose a water sign with commitment issues who doesn't talk about their feelings either. Someone's really disconnected with how they feel. I don't even think that it's a bad feeling. It's more like you just don't fucking know how you feel. So how could you put it in words? That's why you can't make a decision. That's why we're juggling. You guys are like mirroring each other. Leo. What does Leo want? What does this other person want? Leo. And where is this relationship heading? I think that there's love here. There's definitely a partnership. But you guys need to balance it out because you guys are kind of like this too. You know what I mean? I think that if you want this, I mean, I feel like it's a good relationship, but you guys do need to balance some shit out and understand that it takes 2 people. And I feel like someone might be walking away from the situation because there wasn't a decision made, because someone just either doesn't talk about their feelings or they kind of run away from them, because in this indecision, it's like someone's kind of walking like, well, if you can't tell me, if you can't make a decision, I'm out. Someone wants to have a conversation about this, but I feel like it's more about you having the clarity about this and having this conversation. Like you're going to have this mental clarity about what it is that you want. I don't think that you have it enough to make a decision, even though there is this new opportunity here in love, maybe with a water sign. Someone that has a baby with there's a baby somewhere in this picture. Maybe a baby with somebody else. I don't know what y'all got going on. But there's still some loss and regret here because someone isn't making a decision, because there may be, I don't really think there was another person. I just feel like there's still some old shit being brought into this, which is probably why you can't make a decision. Like you feel like this person doesn't even love you. Evening the scales. If we're dealing with the Libra, things need to be evened out. Things need to be pros and cons. However, even the shit out, you know, make it even, because there's somebody who doesn't feel like they're loved. Someone is like, are they going to leave me? Are they going to stay? I think that you need to forgive someone. Someone needs to forgive you. It's going to take some patience. You just need a balance. There isn't a balance, and that's why shit's all off. I think that there's passion here. You want to tell them how you feel. Like, I feel like, but at the same time, you're still like, it's just really unbalanced for whatever reason. Because there's a new offer here. There is a relationship. There is something new. It's a potential, however, and that's where you're getting caught up. It's the potential. It's not really here yet. I feel like what you want is this person. This person is your wish come true. This is who you're comfortable with. This is who you have good times with. This is what you think could be a really good situation for you emotionally. What they want. Now, this is either teamwork or another person, but I feel like they need to make a decision about what direction they want to go. Now, you guys can decide to work together, but I feel like they're waiting for something. Are they waiting for you? Are they waiting for an opportunity? What is it? Pick your poison. I just feel like someone doesn't know where to go. One of you doesn't know what to do. And I think that where the relationship is heading, this is something about enlightenment. This is about telling the truth, but it can be a happy situation because once you guys get yourselves out of this where you feel like you're stuck in your feelings or you lack of feelings, you're going to understand that some of you guys are dealing with your soulmate and exactly how you feel is how they feel. But you haven't exactly had this conversation, have you? Because somebody's all fucked up in their head about it because maybe they feel like you have another option or they do, whatever. But it could be happy if y'all just sat down and talked about your feelings instead of like focusing on the fact that things aren't moving as fast as you want them to, or someone's not very good at talking about how they feel. The feelings are here. Someone just needs to say it. Like, do you want to spend time with me? Do you care about me? Like, what is this? Someone kind of is retreating, and I think that's what the confusion is, because someone has to make decisions in solitude before they can have a conversation. Someone has to think things through, and however the fuck long that takes, it's going to take some patience if you want this equal give and take with this person. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in Hermitville. Maybe about an equal give and take with the Virgo. Investing in the right things. Maybe you guys are going to get a loan. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody toxic. However, it could be a water sign where you just want things to be equal. Like, what I give you, you give me. Can we do that? Can we do that or not? Like, what? I think that they're emotionally stable. They're just like, their mind is weird. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, they're stable, but they're just, how they think about things is twisted a little bit, and not necessarily like they're fucked up. They're just think about things in a different way than you do. You don't understand them. Somebody left the situation because there wasn't an equal give and take. And so I think that there's some fear around this, but at the same time, there's a love offer here, but it's like, you don't know if you want to stay or not. Someone's trying to find the strength to move this forward after somebody left. And I think that somebody's kind of taming themselves. Maybe they left for a reason. There were some things that they needed to work on. There are some things that they need to take control of. They need to kind of figure their shit out a little bit. And that's what they're not telling you, is they don't exactly, they're working on it, but they're not telling you that. So, 7 of water, commitment issues, too many choices, lots of shit going on. This girl's sitting, she's sitting on this like flower, and there's shit just going in a circle around her head, and she's like looking at it, but she doesn't know what she wants. I feel like someone doesn't know what they want. That's why someone left. That's why someone it's like, do you want an equal give and take with this relationship offer? Some of you guys that might be with an Aquarius, but I feel like someone just like doesn't talk about their feelings. They keep it to themselves. So it comes off like they're manipulative, but they could be dealing or have in the past been dealing with someone who is incredibly manipulative and causes a lot of drama in their life, which kind of brings on this third party energy because there might be a child involved. I don't know if the third party is necessarily another person. It could be a child, but there's a lot of drama around that situation for them, even though they know what they want. You know what you want. I think that what you want is to balance your life out. You want this person to balance their shit out. You want them to get their shit together. You want them to make a choice. What they want is a new beginning. But it has to be in a new way. It can't be with the old energy because they've had enough drama. They're still dealing with their old drama. They're trying to walk away from it, but it's complicated because there's children involved and they want to try something new. But they need to be stable to do that. And they're not, if they're still dealing with this other shit, they're not right now. So I feel like there is a level of them grounding themselves, but at the same time, it's like they know what they want to do, but it's going to involve some fighting, someone walking away from some other shit because there was some toxic things going on. There might still be some toxic things going on. And I feel like they want to talk to you about it because I feel like that someone genuinely does love you and this is a good partnership. They don't know how. They keep it to themselves. They're in their head. They retreated because they need to recover. They need to figure out what the fuck they want to do and have the mental clarity, but it has to be on their own terms. Because they're really conflicted in their head. They could have been dealing with someone who caused a lot of them. Okay, so this other, I'm thinking an ex, somebody off in the distance fucked their head up really bad. That's why they keep things to themselves. So for where the relationship is heading, you have the Four of Earth. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. They're holding on to this. They're holding on to you. It's stable, but they're still not really opening up. They're keeping everything to themselves because they don't know how to communicate that well about what's really fucking going on. And it's like they're trying to keep this stable. Maybe that's the only way they know how to be stable is to not open up completely because the last time they did that, it backfired. So they keep this mask on like they're ice cold. They don't really think with their emotions. They're kind of more logical. Everything's logical. It's not really feelings that they talk about very well. But it's a mask. It's not who they really are, but that's just how they communicate. It's like it's going to require a lot of patience, and you're going to have to work with this person, accept them for whatever they got going on, because they're trying to like take control of the situation. They just haven't yet, which doesn't mean it's going to be a bad ending for you guys. There's just some other shit going on right now. And they're probably stalking your Facebook. Hi, Rachel. It's about resilience, Sagittarius. You got this. There's victory with this cold-hearted person, or maybe they're not cold-hearted, they're just cold emotionally. Stressing out about money. So let's do earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're welcome, Ginger Snap. Leaving a marriage, perhaps, Taurus. Going through a transformation when you left. Or is it about how you feel about yourself? Your mindset might need to be adjusted if you want money to come into your life. So the bottom, mutual energy, perhaps, is the Two of Earth. Ooh, not making a decision. Maybe you're trying to balance your shit out, but you got a lot going on. I don't think you know what you want. I think that you know there could be victory in a situation, but you don't know if you want to manifest it, because some of you guys don't really want to be in a relationship because you have a lot of options, or maybe somebody else does. You're like, I don't know. There could have been some manipulation in the past. There could have been someone you dealt with that made you the way you are. Commitment phobe. You don't want to put your time into somebody who's going to manipulate you. You want someone to work with you the same way you work with them. But I believe that involves teamwork. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Anyways, some of you guys have been enlightened about some shit that went on behind your back. You know the truth. There might be someone you're around that's affected. I keep telling you, something in your life that you don't want to let go of is sucking up your money. And it's like you've had this judgment call. Every time I read for Taurus, you have a judgment call. You know you have the clarity about this. You know, or maybe you need to know. It's fucking up your money. Anyways. And it's stressing you out. Some of you guys are being stressed the fuck out by a water sign. But you don't want to tell them that. Because the sex is good. Even though this shit's dead and over with. We keep trying to go make this work because they send you those freaky texts at night. You know what I'm saying? There's always drama with this person. Every time. But you know that, don't you? So, trying to make a decision on which way you want to go. Some of you guys have more than one soulmate. Shocker. But you're not really choosing the right soulmate, are you? You're choosing the one who is freaky and not the one who loves you. Anyways, what you want is the Four of Earth. You want to be stable. You don't really want to open up about your feelings. It's like you want this long-term security, but you don't want to change how you think or do shit. You want to close up like a clam for the rest of your life or whatever. I don't fucking know. Maybe you don't really want to take an offer from somebody, but you're not telling them that. What they want, stability and money. Maybe they want this to be a stable situation where it's like solid all the way around. Where the relationship is heading is you're leaving on a jet plane. Because you realize this is causing you loss in your life. Could be a marriage. Could have been married to someone who's all about themselves. Maybe you want to get with somebody, but you're trying to be independent before you can be in a stable relationship. There could be a water sign in your life who doesn't talk about their feelings. Maybe you don't talk about your feelings and you want someone to be patient with you. But how long are people supposed to be patient with y'all? It's been like 14 years, hasn't it? Send the message, Taurus, about how you feel instead of hermiting. Because you do want, like, you're happy with somebody, but you know you need to walk away from somebody to get this equal give and take. Somebody who's the Empress, queen of all queens, above all queens. But it's going to involve you walking away from something that has to do with sex. And that's why things are at a standstill. Because you haven't made a decision, even though you know that you're probably dealing with your counterpart, like your twin. There was something that happened that caused you to retreat. So there is some loss and regret here. You're not really talking about your feelings. However, someone is walking away, whether it's you or them, but you're trying to stabilize yourself to have a new beginning. But you know you need to cut some shit out of your life because you're not seeing something, or you didn't. Maybe you're kind of finally seeing the sparkly shit in front of your face. But in moving forward, that's when the money comes in. Holla if you hear me. Could be dealing with the water sign who doesn't talk about the feelings. I don't know. Emperor energy, though. Hi, KB. Hi, Marty. I think you guys want to cut out a water sign, but you don't know how to tell them, even though you know it's kind of already been done. You're not really telling them how you feel, or they're being sneaky. Virgo, what do you want? What do they want? Where the relationship is heading? You're welcome. Some kind of ending here. You think something's over, or do you need to release some toxic shit? Because I feel like your mental state has been a little twisted for a while, but you're also dealing with someone who keeps shutting you out. Instead of saying, you didn't see who you were until now, but they don't want to admit that they fucked up. Imagine that. So, overall energy is the 10 of air. Are we releasing? Is this over? Was it over? Moving forward, though, in the upright energy with the water sign, maybe you're balancing out your emotions now that you release something, because whatever you were investing in just kind of was at a standstill, but that's because something needs to be learned here. There is a standstill for a reason, even if you don't understand why. That's why you can't really make a... So this fire sign doesn't know what the fuck they want to do. Basically, they don't know, even though they know. It's so confusing because it's like they want to do... They need to make a choice. They need to work together. They need to work together because all they're doing is shutting people out, even though they want people to work with them. And they also need to forgive the past, but they're not. Probably holding a grudge until 2027 or some shit. I don't know. There could have been another person involved in the past. They can't let it go. What you want... Stability, but you're not really opening up about how you feel either. Maybe you want them to open up because they're not. You want to fix this. You want to put the time into this. You know that it's going to take some work. You want to work on this with this person. What do they want? The Sun card with the Two of Earth. They want to be happy with you, but at the same time, they want you to balance some things out. They think that you're kind of juggling, or you don't really make a decision, but they know that you guys can be happy together, but you guys need to join forces and make that decision together about what you want to do. I think that where the relationship is heading is, you know, maybe some messages about feelings, about putting time into this. The way someone thinks about this relationship is kind of twisted. There's like good feelings, and it's really all over the place. There was a heartbreak here, and it's like there is this growth and expansion, but it needs to be equal. You guys are all over the place. I do think that it could come together in a good way if someone actually communicated how they feel, but when it comes to expressing emotions, Jesus Christ, it's all over the place. It's like bipolar as fuck. Someone might be having a baby too. Congratulations. Capricorn. What does Capricorn want? What do they want? Where the relationship is going. I think that you're trying to decide if you need to walk away from something. I think you guys did walk away from something because it wasn't equal. You want things to be equal, even though you truly did love this person. You want the partnership where it's equal, where it's a balance of two people, where it's not just you doing everything. So you know that that requires you walking away from someone that you love once upon a time. You know that this was a spiritual connection. I feel like you just know something that you're not really like making a decision on. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you. But it's like You guys are going to need to work together to make this equal. Maybe you're focusing on money because that's all you really know what to do right now. You guys are moving forward, or there's someone moving forward from you there. I think that you want to move forward with your life. You want to move forward with a water sign, but it's like the way you're thinking or the way they think about what it comes to stability or money is kind of like someone's very stuck in their ways. Someone is going to do shit their own way. They're going to put time in how they feel. They might throw you a little bone every once in a while, but it's like this is more of a friendship than anything at this point, I think, because someone's really guarded. Someone walked away. Someone is all over the place with their feelings. Even though they know what they want, they're not taking any action on it. So what you want, Two of Pentacles. You want to juggle. You want to weigh things out. It's like you kind of, in the back of your head, you still kind of wonder if this could be something equal. If you were to sit down and think about all the good things and the bad things, it's like part of you still wants this to be okay. You just know that it's like really unbalanced right now. What they want is the Eight of Air. I think they want to clear their mind. They don't want to like keep themselves stuck in their head about this over and over, because it's like self-imposed imprisonment. And I think that they want to be happy. They know that they are happy with you guys. It's like this could be happy, but someone's just, their mind is fucked up. And where the relationship is heading is the Seven of Water. This isn't really a relationship because one of you guys doesn't, one of you guys isn't exactly commitment material all the time, because you're like, ooh, goldfish, you know what I mean? Squirrel, you don't know. It's like somebody's always looking at something else. Like you really don't know what you want or how you feel. And it's keeping you kind of like, it's because of somebody was in a pretty emotionally abusive relationship. So it's like, you're like this because of that reason, but you need to release that old shit if you want to be happy with someone, because there was some deception, but I feel like there was some deception done to you, but that's what you do to other people now. So you're kind of repeating the same karmic cycle for the last 7 years with this person, because it's like, you're not ending it. You're just like, you keep thinking it's going to be okay because you put a lot of time into this, but it's not. It's like not really changing. And I think that you know that now, and you kind of need to make that call for your life. And I think that there is a transformation here, but I feel like it's with somebody else. And you need to have a conversation with this person about it in the near future, because they're waiting for you to talk about it. I'm on the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So Cancer, what do you want? What do they want? Where the relationship is going? I think that once this person you're dealing with goes through this transformation, or you do, there's going to be victory in moving forward. But I think that either way, there's progress. But at the same time, it's like you want them to pay attention to you. It's like, hello, kind of been here the whole fucking time. Is this thing on? You know what I mean? You want them to spend time with you. You want them to invest in you. See you as an investment instead of dumb shit. Because this was just kind of they were in this separation. There's all these mixed feelings. It's like there could have been some abusive situations for them in the past, or you, or some kind of fucked up ass energy is here. And it's like, that's why the time isn't being put into this the right way. And there's a level of temptation I think that this person struggles with when it comes to what they get into, what they spend their time on, toxic energy, whether it's addictions or sex. What does Cancer want? What does this other person want? And then, Are we moving forward, Cancer? Are you like, if you're not going to get your shit together, like, I'm out. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. I'm out. You going somewhere. You getting a new car. What are you doing? Somebody's juggling. Someone's trying to balance some things out, but there is a love offer here. But I don't think that you trust them. You feel like they're still lying to you. I think that you feel like this person's not really telling you the truth because they had other people before and you put a lot of time into them. So you don't know if you can trust them, even though they make you really happy. And I do see this being something good with time invested into this. You need to move past the old shit first and get out of this adversity, because that's kind of what's keeping you in. Maybe you have a lot of options. Maybe you're getting a lot of attention and that's bringing the cat back in. And you're like, what? I have friends. I can be friends with people. I have options too, motherfucker. And there's a lot of drama. There's people involved. There's too much drama. And you need this grief is still pretty relevant. This adverse energy is relevant, but I feel like you feel like this person doesn't even love you because they're too busy worried about dumb shit, and you want them to come forward in the right way so you guys can be happy, but that involves cutting out the bullshit and weighing things out. Some of you guys are married to someone who definitely has some toxic behaviors or ways, and they keep it like to themselves, but you know, because you're Cancer, you know what I mean? So what you want is for them to be stable. You want them to be grounded. You want them to be solid. You want them to be invested. You want a stable ground. You want this to be stable. You want the time to be put in. You want this to be on a good level because you know that it can be. What they want. 5 of Earth, Page of Earth. They want to do shit their own way. They are very, I don't want to say needy and insecure, but yeah, they are. And they do shit their own way because like their ideas about things comes down to how they feel about themselves. And it's very poor. And so they're bringing this energy here where that's why they do shit the way they do, because they don't talk about their feelings. They hold it all together. I mean, you guys are probably really empathic and you pick up on it. You understand, like you can feel it, but you need to move away from this. But it's like you want them to make the decision to come together, but it's like how they think about things is really twisted, and you care about them so much that it's like you put up with it because I think that you accept them and you know that this could be something really good, but it's like you don't know how much more, like, do you want to keep putting time into this? Do you want to keep, like, do you have the strength to keep the shit going? Are they going to change their ways at all? Or should I just stick to myself in my house by myself? Or can this come together in a better way, even though they don't fucking talk about it? I feel like there's a cycle that needs to close out here, a negative one that has negative energy, because this is your soulmate, but your soulmate needs to go through this transformation, and this ending needs to happen. You need to release this old toxic energy, because it's like I feel like they're like this sexual person, but they're more logical. Like they don't ever say like, I love you, baby, or like, you know, the mushy shit that water signs need. Hello. Where's the love? You know what I mean? What the fuck? Because you've been there for them. You care about them. You are always supportive. You're healing to them. You guys are comfortable with each other. You're comfortable with them. Oh, shit. That's what it comes down to. You're comfortable with them, huh? God damn it. Whoever Cancer's soulmate is, get your shit together. You've been solid for them. Damn it. Pisces, in your head about an earth sign. Keeping yourself stuck in your head, however. Drama. You stay with the drama, Pisces. Outside people involved. Maybe some love messages being sent to a fire sign. I feel like you have a lot of options and you want to move forward. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of options. You don't know what to put your time into. You got a lot of shit going on, Pisces. Even though you do want to move this forward in a good direction. I feel like you're focused on your job. You do want to invest in this. I think you just want to take things slow, be friends first, you know, because you've done the whole lust thing and it didn't really work out and everything. Shit. Having a conversation, but it's also about changing the way that you think about things. And I'm just going to say that, to be honest, because how you view love and partnership or how this other person isn't the same as you. So I feel like you want to move past, or that's kind of why you moved on. Even though you're dealing with a soulmate that you're invested in, there does need to be some healing here. And there does need to be some forgiveness when it comes to whatever manipulative shit there was in the past. Some things need to be healed, whether it's from the situation that's current or old, but you're still holding on to some old shit. There's growth and expansion here, but are we going to get past the shit that was done in the past or not? Because that's why you kind of pull back from people and stay stuck in your head and don't talk about your feelings to your soulmate. You have somebody who wants to be solid for you and wants to put the time in, but you're like, I don't know, should we end this cycle? Because you're holding back, or they are. You don't really know how they feel. They're not really opening up to you anymore. And you're like, should I put more time? Like, you're trying to take control. You want them to take control, but there's a lot of drama because there's other people involved. There's a lot of drama involved with a circle, whoever you're around, your friends, somebody's causing some drama and you need to move away from them. I feel like you guys genuinely care about someone genuinely cares about you, but you're kind of doing things for yourself. You're kind of working on yourself, and that means walking away from things that no longer serve you and having a conversation about how to make this equal and evening out this playing field, because you're comfortable with them, but there's still some toxic shit going on that you need to walk away from. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's an air sign that's going through a transformation, or maybe you're going to be going through a transformation when it comes to how you express your feelings, because I feel like you have this mask on, like you're cold, but you're not. You know what I mean? What you want is someone to work with you. You want time invested in this. It needs to be teamwork. Let's say it together. Teamwork. So this can be a solid relationship. This could be a marriage if you guys work together, but you guys are going to need to put some work into this. You know what I'm saying? And if you're planning on marrying this person, don't do it for 3 years. Advice. What they want you to take the leap of faith. They want you to make the effort to say that this is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because there's victory in this. Someone's getting a lot of attention, but I don't think that they know. There's a level of confusion about what it is that you actually want and how you're going to bring this together. Where the relationship is going is the Two of Fire. You guys need to make a decision about what it is that you want, where you're going, how you're bringing it together. Could be with dealing with the fire sign. But either way, there's a lot of passion. It's just like all over the place. And I feel like someone's headspace is all over the place. It's almost at the completion. Some of you guys are kind of been hurt a lot, so you shut people out. But it's causing you like all these thoughts in your head. It could be both of you, to be honest, that have the same thing going on, where you didn't really notice this person when they were in your life, or they didn't notice, and because they were fucked up from some old shit, so you're fucked. I mean, I feel like this is like, you guys got your heart broken by somebody, but it's kind of keeping you're keeping yourself like stuck in the situation because you're not releasing the old shit. You're not seeing the lesson that you're supposed to be learning in this. And that's why things aren't moving forward. But you also need to tell someone how you feel and actually hit send on that message, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Could be getting a message from an earth sign, but I feel like you guys know what you want. There's a fire sign that you're very attracted to, someone who you see as a boss bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to balance your shit out right now. Or they are. There was something that happened that caused a lot of mixed feelings, some kind of separation. And it's like figuring out which direction that you want to go. And I think that you guys need to be mindful of the way you're thinking about things. You're welcome, KB. You're watching someone. Creepies. Pisces is a creeper, huh? Just kidding. I mean, is it really stalking if it's social media? I mean, if you're just checking. I do see a solid relationship with a soulmate, though, Pisces. Or maybe a marriage. Definitely marriage for somebody, but I feel like it's just the solidness of it all. But there could be a baby. Growth and expansion. Good things coming your way. But you got to move away from whatever things no longer serve you. And offer love to this person that you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Actually put a label on it. Say it's a relationship. With an equal give and take. Things have to be equal or you're out. Scorpio. What you want, what they want. Someone's watching you, Scorpio. Where the relationship is heading. Ooh, there was a heartbreak over an equal give and take. So there was heartbreak because things weren't equal. Someone was given too much. Someone was taken too much. Somebody got their heart broken and someone chose someone else. So they walked away. You walked away. I feel like someone else walked away to try to see if the grass was greener on the other side. There might be a marriage involved for someone. They thought that they needed to do because they weren't seeing what they had. I think that people kind of go back to what they're comfortable with. But there's also some addictions and some toxic shit here. Someone's not really saying how they feel, you or them. Could be dealing with the Pisces. I think that whoever you're dealing with, someone needs to say how they feel. Someone has yet to say how they feel. I feel like you know, and you're waiting for someone to tell you, but there just hasn't been any action taken. Instead, there's been some shady going on. Someone kind of running away. A lot of patience is needed for this person who won't open up, even though there is time being invested. You guys are really going to have to work at this to make it work and stop like running away from it and like pushing people away. I do see like growth and expansion, but I feel like this has to start slow because it's like this person's more of a friend to you right now than anything else. This person probably had other people. This person could have been all about themselves, so they walked away. Trying to get themselves together, though, at the same time, how they feel. And I think that you guys want to communicate this. You have a new beginning because I feel like you guys just want the partnership. So how you feel what you want, Four of Air, Messenger of Air. You want this person to stop isolating themselves and not talking to you. You want this person to have a conversation about what the fuck's going on in their head. What do they want? What do you want to do? What are you thinking about? Why are you always in Hermitville? What they want. Queen of Water and Queen of Earth. Do you want more than one? I feel like they want the person in their life that genuinely cares about them. They want the person in their life that's genuinely going to be there for them through it all. But I feel you've already done this. This is what you've always been to them. You've always cared about them. You've always been solid for them. But they don't tell you that. They don't say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather go take a nap. Spend some time in their room, staring at the wall. Where the relationship is going. I think that it's like there's a lot of, because someone was like, someone always carried the weight of this. And it's like, because there's so much toxic energy in here, I think that it's like you have to be very careful about what you're going to invest in, because this is still here. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of addictions. There's some toxic energy. And I feel like unless this is cleared, taken care of, this can't, addictions or some toxic energy. And I feel like unless this is cleared, taken care of, this can't really work out the way that you want it to, even though someone does want to put time into this. Someone did put time into this already. It's just there's other shit that's like overpowering the situation because of the old things that aren't being released here. And I think that it's like someone wants to send this message about how they feel, but it's always about sex. It's not about anything like of substance. And you're like, listen, bro, I have like 4,000 fucking things going on in my life right now. And I'm like trying to figure my shit out. So if you could like get your shit together and get your head out of the gutter, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we know who we are. Who are y'all? What y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's like we want the partnership, we want the love, we want the balance of two people. If you can't give that, then we'll just do our shit ourselves, basically. And if there is a cross watcher for a Scorpio who wants forgiveness from them, maybe you need to communicate that, because how are they supposed to read your mind? We're not Cleo, and Cleo was a croc. There's a lot of threes. It's either talking about the fact that you want to work together, or is it talking about the fact that you got your heart broken by another person because you chose wrong, or they did? I don't know. I see a lot of passion. I see a lot of creeping on Facebook. But at the same time, are we going to put time into this? Is there going to be like, you know, do we have the strength to continue to do this? Someone needs to take control, but someone also needs to go through this transformation so that they can be this person in your life. And for some of you guys, it's going to be with an Aquarius. But I think that this Aquarius is doesn't know what decision to make. You know what I'm saying? Or it could just be about healing, period, whether it's on your own to make a decision. But I think that there's some things that need to be healed. There's some things that need to be cut out if this is going to work. And it really does come down to having this conversation. Hakuna Matata. I did used to post a lot, and then my phone started to be retarded and it dies all the time. When I get a new phone and all that fun stuff, I'll be back. I think Scorpio wants to take a new leap of faith with someone, and it's at the point where it could be with the person from the past who doesn't want to get their shit together, or it's going to be with someone new. And at this point, I feel like it's going to be with someone new, just because things aren't changing from the past, and there's no way to change someone's mind about things. You know what I'm saying? Water signs have went through one hell of a year, I think, and definitely a lot of transformations. A lot of things have changed, and we're not the same people we used to be. Yeah, we're caring, but after a while, if you take that for granted, we're out. And the problem is we put a lot of time into people, and when we love hard, and that kicks us in the ass every time. Anyways, I hope that everyone has a good night. My phone's about to die. I know that's a shocker, right? But take care of yourselves, everybody. Be blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye.